It's Sunday, and it's cold, wet and windy down at the Crocus nursery. Karen and Pete go round their polytunnels to decide which plants should be sent to Chelsea. Each one is hand-picked to make sure that only the very best get sent up. All the nursery staff are on hand to help prepare the plants. As they arrive, each plant is inspected and cleaned up, ready for dispatch. This has been a culmination of a year's planning, and it's exciting to have finally got to this stage. Okay, Pete, so it's Sunday and there seem to be a lot of people working here. What's going on?
Well, we are just picking the batches for Monday. The Sunday batches have already gone up, so we are working from our spreadsheet, which is here, which is an incredibly anal process whereby we literally work with the designers exactly what they want of each plant every day in advance, and then we set about picking them. And what you can see here is plants that have been picked, which are now being gone through and cleaned up and prepared and then put onto the trolley, ready to go up tomorrow morning.
And it's pretty cold and wet and particularly windy out there. What impact does that have on everything?
Well, it can have a dramatic impact. As we had yesterday, we had a batch of grasses for Luciano which were completely trashed and are now unusable. Because of the storm we had yesterday. Happily we had a second batch, and so what we always try and do is have different batches in different places, just in case this happens. So here we are in what we call Cannabis Factory, which we first used 3 years ago when we were doing the Queen's barge and we had terrible weather and we needed desperately to get everything in flower. So what we have here is all of the flowers which we think are just a little bit behind that we want to bring in flower. So here we go, here's an echium, and that's exactly what we want to start happening. Here we are in the shade tunnel, which has been our most popular destination for plants this year because it's been so warm, as we try and check their growth and get them to full out without peaking too early. And behind me you've got some of the Regersias that we're growing for Luciano, and as you'll see there's great variation in height and spread, which means that we've grown over 500 Regersias to make sure that we get close to the 200-250 figure that Luciano might actually use in the garden.
Each day we will send up at least 2 trucks to the show laden with plants. Some may never get used, but at least the designers have plenty to choose from. On the Telegraph Garden, Tommaso has started planting together with Harriet and Rachel. Over the next few days, this building site will gradually get transformed into a spectacular garden. Over on the Laurent Perrier garden, Luciano has also started planting. It's a slow process, but by Friday it should all be complete.